Invincible under the sun. Is it only a mere succession of words, or does it actually hide a deeper meaning behind it? Incomprehensible to most. Vagabond is the story trying to give answers to such questions. Answers that want and cannot be simply asked, as they are revelations that may only be figured through living. But can you keep yourself alive until then? Until you draw the conclusions from a life of countless travels, where the most crucial duel is against yourself. Vagabond is the person wandering from place to place with no fixed home. And it's exactly Takezo's example. An initially lost soul searching for redemption, battling his way through and living by lesson after lesson on his own skin as also marked by painful scars, the way of the sword. Taking whichever path may lead him if only a step closer to the truth. No matter how steep the climb, even when it feels like one life may not be enough. And the destination is to eventually find your place in the world, a world that often used to despise you, or perhaps abandons you, or constantly distracts you. Vagabond is not simply about journeying across a medieval Japan, starving and threatening because of wars. It's primarily a journey inside yourself, where the only guidance is offered by hints coming from experiences that ultimately teach you are your own and best master for bettering yourself. The realization of life's worth and the subsequent transition from viewing his opponent from enemy to adversary is a key moment for Takezo's development, slowly letting go of his brutish and graceless bloodthirst, opting instead for the refinement of his soul and a reason to live a worthy life, dedicated to reaching the mountaintops others have already climbed, and realizing how vast the ocean of talents and skills really is. As suggested by Takuan, preoccupied with a single leaf, you won't see the tree. Preoccupied with a single tree, you'll miss the entire forest. And despite his difficult past, instilling into him with fear the idea to become stronger, to survive, to crush and kill, to prove himself superior, Takezo's luck lies in meeting character as central for his growth, giving him input to push on and acquire a more global mindfulness, all starting from his rebirth under the name of Musashi Miyamoto, reminding of his village, not to forget his past life as a beast of the mountains. While Musashi's life struggles to find a balance between the way of the sword and what he considers distractions clouding his mind, like his love for Otsu, she herself journeying to understand her place in the world, or his little disciple Jotaro suddenly bumped into his life and with nowhere else to go, he ignores the struggles his old best friend is also suffering, Matahachi. The rivalry between the two is one-sided, with Matahachi constantly promising himself to reach Takezo's height, but failing and falling lower and lower and lower, with the distance between the two only increasing day by day, and eventually even Matahachi is reborn under a new name, Sasaki Kojuro. Occasion for him to keep sinking down the spiral of betrayal and confusion he seems to be eternally trapped in, with only lies and procrastination on his ambition as comfort. Vagabond is about stories of people that walk the very same paths or parallel ones, to later separate and then unite with a different and richer or poorer background, depending on the various experiences lived in the meantime. And these paths only keep on tangling up and up, as if they wanted to resemble how many layers life can possess. A lot of attention is focused on the gap of maturity between younger characters like Musashi and wiser ones, for example Ine. Characters that are ahead, that have already found their answers, which are instead being sought by the former, and it is all demonstrated not just by the wrinkles on their faces or the way they behave, but mostly thanks to their eyes, that tell the accomplishments of their lives, and engulf whoever meets their gaze into an overwhelming and disarming calmness, proof of how long the journey still is. A journey with constant surprises, new acquaintances, but most importantly, a journey filled with death. A sad event for sure, but one so intimately tied to life, as a necessary part of it, as a natural aspect of those embracing the way of the sword. And so, even more questions rise, as more matters need to be inevitably balanced. Is Musashi truly ready to die? Is he strong enough to see another day, to fulfill his purpose and understand how ignorant he still is? Vagabond has many beautiful messages. The one that hits me harder while reading is surely the importance of love and care for our own self, to not sacrifice our ambition while also managing to compromise and care for those around us, to be human and live a worthy journey, to remember with a smile.